gonna say, especially people in the book. You thinking they gonna come for you, so it take a lot of courage to do that.
And I wish my best friend would have told me to write a book. Instead, he called me Fat Boy.
I'm trying to motivate you.
Pick on me all the time.
That's different. You can lose that.
She told me to write a book, and she stuck with me through it all.
That's
so
what's
I'm
up.
grateful.
That's what's up.
That's
Well,
good.
maybe next time you can bring her on
I
on the
will.
show.
What she do?
She works at TD Bank with me. She's actually, I'm trying to get her into fitness.
Oh yeah, she
So,
need to come on the show. We can talk about fitness.
Yeah.
Fitness, so I'm trying to get her to do that. Get her, but she's a great person.
I think I'll step down that episode because I'm the only one at the table who ain't got no
Use you as
abs.
a test subject, man. I'm telling you, before and after we get you right, boy.
Well, I want to talk to you about banking too. How long you been in banking?
I started at BB&T, so almost 10 years. Well, between 9 and 10 years.
10 years in banking, and you do like banking for
Well,
business,
I
small
work
business
at
banking?
TD Bank, so basically I work for small business. So I'm account manager, so we handle small business loans, and I deal with tax returns. So TD is a great place to work.
That's awesome.
So if I need a business loan, I can come to you.
Well, you can't actually come to me, but I will direct you to who you
Okay.
We definitely trying to promote businesses, black-owned businesses.
That's
things
how
of
one of
that
our
nature.
main goals is to patronize black businesses.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's why I loved having the book on, show everybody, get people to check it out. Her Unseen Life. It's amazing.
It is. It's a great book. I got a lot of great feedback.
So
That's
I got a
perfect.
question. Have you been keeping up with the news about what's going on in the DR?
Yes, I have.
what you think
And
about
honestly,
that?
Everybody's just leaving. I guess I'm just a little bit confused. I think it's just pinpointing certain type of people. I was thinking, and I'm just like, every week is somebody dying, but at the same time, people still keep on going.
That's what I don't
So
understand.
I'm just confused with that.
I seen a girl talking about her father passed away, and she was just with him. She came home before he did, and next thing you know, he gone.
Well, the reason people aren't making as big a deal about it is because they're showing news stories specific. Like, these kind of things happen every year, but this year they just pinpointed certain news stories. I think it's probably because of something political on that side.
Right,
Because this
exactly,
happened.
yeah.
There's more people dying in Mexico on vacation than are in Dominican Republic right
Yeah.
now this year. 100% hands down.
But you got to think about the same symptoms. I mean, having a drinking and boom.
But it's
Having a
crazy
drinking
though
and
that it's not happening to more group of people at one time. It's always like one or two people
couple.
at a time. Yeah, so it's
Well, even I heard a theory that was like something wrong with like the alcohol they were serving at that
yeah.
place or something like. But I don't know. I mean,
yeah, the
the thing
pesticides.
about it is, it's dangerous when, especially America's, we're all spoiled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you go to another country, whether it be the Bahamas, whether it be DR, whether it be Belize or whatever, Mexico, anywhere really, still too, like it's grimy. Like,
and,
it's
see
different.
and see the thing
Poverty's
is,
different.
and see the thing is, see maybe it was other people that was drinking the same thing, but like you said, we over here we eating certain stuff, but when you go over there and you mix that stuff with stuff
New
that you
bacterias
eat, you
and-
could have a reaction and somebody else won't have the
A lot of
reaction.
people are not
So,
good at eating stuff
Yeah.
overseas.
Now,
too. I don't
yeah.
like eating.
This
foreign
what
food
bothered
when
me,
I'm
though.
overseas. Like,
Yeah.
Why do you think they're not releasing the autopsies? They haven't released
don't
any
know.
of those toxicology reports.
I don't
11.
I don't
I
know.
think it was
That's
11
kinda-
people the last time I heard.
Yeah, because I haven't heard them release
If there's
anything either.
nothing fishy going on, and each one of these deaths are independent and of nature, where is the toxicology reports?
I mean, how many people have died? What?
And I've been there. They're not third worldish as you would think. They have a very up-to-date infrastructure. The hospital is up-to-date in the DR. The hospital is just like going to Greenville Memorial. The technology is there. You know, the internet is there. The internet is faster than our internet. Now, as far as like independent people, there's families that live poor, but the hotels are just as nice as the Hilton downtown. I mean, so there's no excuse for
But
them
that's the part I'm
not to
talking
have
about.
a
Like I said, there's a
toxicology report.
bigger. I don't know what I'm talking about. But there's a bigger gap. Like I said, poor for us over here.
Oh, that's
and
where
poor
the
for
gap-
them
Yeah,
It's
poor-
totally different.
They
Yeah.
poor is not having no
Like-
water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And even they're wealthy, the electricity goes out twice a day for a couple hours.
And I'm
Even
saying
even
it's
for the people who
beautiful
got money.
places. It's awesome to go to, but that's what I'm saying. Us as Americans going over there is like, you know
But-
what I mean? They don't
but my
care
thing
about
is-
us.
Yeah,
If we die
they
over there,
don't. They really don't.
They home. They live there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still think that we deserve to know what happened. I think they deserve those
think
families deserve those
Those niggas,
autopsies.
They gonna fix it. They have
There,
to fix
has
it.
been
Yeah, they
families
gotta
that
fix it,
died
or
a
they-
year or
it's
two
an
ago,
economy based
still
on
waiting
tourism.
Like some of the people that died last year still haven't received the autopsy or toxicology report.
Yeah.
It's another
There's
country
something
they're
going
trying
on.
to get information from. I mean, I don't know.
There's something going on. I mean, that's just too fishy. You know, that's just way too fishy.
Yeah. Something happened.
And what else? Do y'all can
Then
you
y'all
think?
say y'all wanted.
Talk about relationships.
I knew she was gonna go there. I knew she was gonna go there.
Yes, let's hit relationships.
So, what would you like to talk about relationships? Because I know you said something interesting earlier about men and women and cheating.
Yeah, I guess the thing about it is cheating is, now you look at it, I think everybody just does it. I just think that no one has any boundaries anymore.
I haven't did it.
People, and neither have I. Okay. Let me clear that, okay? But I feel
What they
like-
said.
I feel like, you know, people, and I've been guilty too. Okay, they don't mind being second. I just don't think people take relationships serious anymore, and I feel like it's okay for a man to cheat because that's just what they do.
Now-
but when a woman cheats,
Okay, but let me ask you this. Okay, we talk about cheating, but what is cheating? 'Cause I know it's not only just sex.
okay, so I've had this conversation with thousands of people. And I heard this a long time ago. Cheating is anything your partner is not aware of.
Anything you got to erase
You
from
said
your phone.
aware of, like a long
Like,
hug.
ba-
What you mean
A long hug could be cheating.
It could
If you
be.
grabbing some ass,
could
you
be.
just cheated, homie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If you grab that ass,
What you done?
I mean, you said long hug. Let's be real. And did you grab it with one hand or two?
Did you go for the front? Like, and it is like everybody cheating is different. I'm like flirting. I think people don't think flirting is cheating.
They sure don't.
People don't think flirting is cheating.
Back to the hug thing, though. Back to the hug thing. I would hope that my woman would give that church hug with her butt go out.
Yeah, exactly.
And her shoulders go in.
Well, I'm telling you.
She don't. She cheating.
Yeah, she cheated.
Especially she hugged somebody with some sweatpants.
Man, I tell you, I don't even want to think about it, y'all.
Like, my old lady
What you
cheating.
get?
I'm telling you. But seriously though, when you say that question, when you say it's okay for a man to cheat,
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't think it's true, but I will tell you this: I think it's deeper when a woman cheat. I think it hurts us a
It
little
is,
more
man.
because
It is.
because y'all got a wound. Y'all getting stuff put in.
And then plus, let me say this.
See, we can wipe
Let me
off
say
and we
this.
clean.
Plus,
but
let
we
me
think
say
you
this.
tainted forever.
just like we talked about, do men love women harder? Women love men, which. And I thought about it, and you know what I said? You know what I thought about? I said, well, men, y'all be talking all this yap talking. We be listening. We gotta listen to everything y'all talk about. So,
I'm sorry.
so if you go out there and cheat on us with some other dude that ain't gotta listen to all that, we feel like, dang, we had to listen to all this, and you went outside.
That makes sense.
Like, what?
That makes sense.
No. I gotta listen to all
I mean,
this.
we sit up here going through the man.
We going through it. Like, we
and
going
he
through-
got it that easy.
Yeah, like,
But I do feel too with women, most women. I don't condone cheating, okay? I ain't saying never did, but I don't condone it. But I do feel that with women, I think most women cheat if she feels like she's not being heard.
Yeah,
or if
yeah.
She feels like
That's
she's
true.
not
Emotional
being
That's
heard.
true. That's
Emotional.
true.
So,
Yeah.
and
Watch out,
also,
Napoleon.
And I do believe too. I do believe-
Watch out, the bully better tighten up, nigga.
I've been good.
I do believe like a lot of people don't understand. You have to compliment your mate.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
don't want to
Yep.
be. If you and your mate together, someone else shouldn't be able to tell your mate, "Oh, babe, you look good today."
Yep.
Before you tell. them.
Exactly.
And so we're big
Yeah.
on that. You
But let
That's
me ask you
true.
this though. In certain situations, sometimes when you tell a woman she look good, and when she hear it from a stranger, the stranger carries more value because you tell her that all the time.
Yeah, don't tell her
Yeah,
too
and
much,
no.
bro. Don't tell her.
I mean,
I don't know.
Right now, don't tell her.
I don't know.
I'm not saying don't tell them too
don't
much,
know.
but what I'm saying is if you tell your woman she look good all the time, and then a stranger comes up to her and tells her, it might carry a little bit more weight because that person she don't hear from all the time.
Because my love tell me every day.
If that happens, she cheating.
Babe, you heard it.
But you gotta think about it though. But you gotta think about it though. Most times, the person that they was with before may have never did that.
That's true,
So
too.
when she meets you and you always telling her she beautiful and I love you, texting all day, like she thinking like, damn, he really do love me.
Yeah, you got to point
So-
that too.
And where I come from relationships that basically, I was always the giver.
Yeah.
Put more in.
Lovers and
You
leeches.
know, I'm
So
telling
you was
you,
with some
right.
leeches.
So now, I'm in something different. It's totally different. So to hear, my mate say, "Man, you look good today," and somebody in the street say, I'm like, "Oh, okay then," because I've heard it from the person that I know love me for real.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's different. I've never had it until now. And which some people, like you said, they may hold more weight from an outsider, versus, their mate telling them because they tell it all the time. So I guess it's
And then
different
you got to
for
think about
each
how
one.
long you've been with a person too. You've been with
Yeah.
somebody and telling them
Yeah.
they look good for 10 years, and
you
then
don't have to do it every
and
day,
then
but-
Rico Suave come up and say,
Yeah.
"Girl, you look good." Who you think? And all I and look, and all I said this morning was, "Dang, babe, you look alright. This what's up, man." But he talking about some.
Yeah, you look good.
Like, which one gonna carry more weight? I'm just saying.
That's true.
You know what I'm
I like
saying?
that.
But I don't think love should change. You get what I'm saying? Like, because you're gonna always have outsiders. But
Yeah.
the thing about it is, like, your love and relationship shouldn't change. Like, in the day, that's my bae. I know they got me. I don't care who say what I hear. I go home to this.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay,
true.
so yeah, we need this woman's opinion. Why you think men cheat?
Why do
That was a good answer. I'm just
and just to be transparent, and and I'm not gonna call nobody out, and I'm definitely not a victim, but I would question it a lot because I've been cheated on by so many people, and I'm like, I never understood the why, because I was always anything you wanted, where it came from, eating, sex, making sure you was good. All the stuff I always gave that, and you still choose. So I'm like, what the hell am I
And
doing?
That's why I
That's the
said.
thing.
That's
So that's brought insecurity to me, because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm doing everything that I need to do. So what the hell you still
But you
want?
know what?
That's why I said that. That was a good
Women like
answer.
that,
Because
it
seemed
always
like
happened to them.
it seemed
The
like
ones that
yeah.
keep giving and
How-
giving, like women
how
buying
old
stuff.
were you
It
when
always
this happened?
happened.
No, I mean in my years, like 30s, 20s.
Age ain't got nothing to do with it.
So,
Oh,
no.
man.
When it comes to men and cheating, they're worse when they're younger. A lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah, no,
You know
I
what
would
I'm
say
saying?
they
That's why I
worse.
say that. Like,
I don't get it. I mean, that's the question I never understand, because I've never been a woman that was a slap.
But that's the crazy part of life. It seemed like the good women get cheated on and the good men
Yeah.
get cheated on. And then when you finally find a good man and a good woman, put them together, it's hard for them
Exactly.
to mix
Hard.
because
It
of all
is,
the pain
man.
they
And
done.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm going through now, and I thank God for Angela again, my best friend, because now I'm in a situation where like it's good, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so nervous because I've been through so much.
And you waiting on
Did you
something
baby
to happen.
step? Like, let me ask you this: because you went through so much, did the person that actually treats you right, did they have to go through hell to get you to trust them and to get that same treatment from you?
Mm-hmm, she's smiling. Yeah.
I give my
Yeah.
Did I get a stutter out of you?
Well, we haven't been together long, say like 6 months, 7 months. So, yeah.
in a
But
relationship, that's
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
For
about.
2019, it is.
I thank God because my mate has patience with me.
Yeah.
My mate has patience with me, and I'm honest. So if I'm feeling a certain type of way, or I'm like, hey, babe, something's not right, I'm going to tell my mate. Only because, and I don't know how transparent y'all get on these shows, and I don't know.
No, we keep
Go
it
ahead.
100.
Okay, well,
Whatever
I
you
go
gotta
to
say.
girl. Okay, so let's just be honest. So, I'm not finna. This is my life, and I'm happy. So, at the end of the day, like she has patience with me because what I did, I tell her, what I've been through. Okay, and if I'm dealing with something, or if I'm feeling a certain type of way, and not that I need her to reassure me, but I just need to be open. Okay, babe, this is what I'm dealing with at this moment. And so basically, I feel like I'm thankful that sometimes you just need a person to understand you and want to hear you out, and not always make it about them, because sometimes you need somebody just to hear you. I just need you to listen to me.
You know, I done been in 100 situations where I know I ain't did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But you be the one apologizing.
Yeah.
Saying you sorry. And you ain't did.
Yeah, I've been there too long. I didn't even do it. What the hell am I apologizing for?
Love is allegiance.
Like,
Love is allegiance.
God, what are you talking
but you
about?
know how common that is. And then earlier you were talking about how, the relationships, how they are in general and cheating. The morals that our grandparents used to have and the generations before us had. I think that when TV changed, you remember back in the days when I was growing up, TV cut off at 11 o'clock.
You talk about your own grandfathers. What morals did your grandfathers do?
I didn't have a lot.
I grew up, my
It's
family.
always been like this.
My family
Men are
was
just
tight.
men, bro.
I watched my granddad never cheat on my grandma.
And I know your granddad was a great dude. Don't get me wrong, but
He
I'm
ain't
just
never
saying,
cheat.
men
I
are
was,
men.
but see,
That's how it goes down.
and that's what happened too. Somewhere along the line, a man taught a man to do something wrong.
And men are insecure too. Yeah, and
It's
men,
not
What I
nature.
really think it
It's
is,
not
I
nature.
think people
not
get
wrong.
married too fast and too young.
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
before they got
Yep.
all that stuff out of
Yep,
there.
that's
But you can't even say that though, because back
Well,
in
you know.
Old hardcore. I went
Look, no,
10 years at it.
back in the
Nobody
days, I disagree. Back in the days, grandparents would
Keep
get
making up
married.
back in the days.
At you might see an 18-year-old marry a 15-year-old and stay together 50 years. They got married young. They got married way younger back in the days. I
That's
mean,
'cause they didn't know they
it
couldn't
wasn't.
get divorced back then. Back then, people didn't get divorced. Now the divorce rate is like 51%.
And
They didn't believe in
It
divorce.
really is. It really is because I think now, people are not going to deal with so much people dealt with back in the days. Like I
Don't
think,
deal with nothing. They're like, you know what? I'm out.
I agree with you.
And here's the biggest thing with men is like, it's like you will only stay with somebody because you don't want nobody else to have them. But
Right.
you will still be out here sleeping
Doing
with
what you
everybody
wanna do.
else.
Oh my
That's
God.
so stupid.
that's just crazy.
But I ain't never been that type though. I'm kind of like this right here. If to stay with somebody just because you don't want nobody else to have them, you know I ain't like that. You can laugh all you want to. That might be like, well, you might be like your old lady, but
because they hate that because
No,
and I
man.
think
I
too
still
because
do.
they know their worth and like so many women like damn me too have like lowered their standards and their worth because they feel they can't get any better than what they have. And so it's like you said about your book, like it's like a tug of war because it's like I know my worth, I know I deserve better than him, but at the same time, do I really know who I really am as a person? And I think that's why I went through so much in relationships. Like I'm telling you, I have been through hell and back because I was like, I didn't understand my worth. I didn't realize who I really was until this year. Until this year, and I think too, like men don't want to see their ex do better with somebody else.
There you go.
But do you think people hang on a lot just because they are afraid of what's next and that they're comfortable, even if they're being
Scared to
abused
start
or,
over.
Yeah.
or
That's
not
the main
Yeah.
part. I think people
Scared
try
to start
take it
over.
easy,
Yeah,
get out
yeah,
of it.
scared to start. Yeah,
Like,
You're
you
running
like
from that
him, so I'm
pain.
not
That's
gonna-
what it is.
Right.
It's like you don't want that feeling of by yourself, like you
Right.
gotta start over. So you don't want that hurt. So you try to avoid it. You do anything you can to avoid it, so you will stay.
and you let yourself. It really take a lot of punishment before you walk away. I think everybody gotta get beat down
but
before
you
they
feel
walk
so
away.
much better when you be like, I went
I
through
know,
all
like
this
I did.
shit right
I should have
here.
been did that. Yeah, I know that
Right.
feeling. Oh man.
In general, that's
Dang.
what makes you who you are. Like all the bad stuff that happens in your life, you need it to build who you are.
I
No,
did.
hold on, wait. I gotta ask you this. What's the worst thing that ever happened to you? Because I know your relationship's a whole lot. You ain't experienced half. You ain't experienced. You tell us what's the worst thing you experienced.
99% of the stuff.
And don't say not getting your pancakes one morning.
Yeah, we talking about something.
What's the worst thing you experienced?
I want to hear those.
She didn't wash your car.
No. Well, I did break up with one of the white girlfriends because her dad was racist.
Did he say
What,
something?
he say
to you, though?
something?
Really?
Oh yeah, he typed a letter.
Oh man.
Really?
Can we put that on the screen?
Can you find that letter?
I think it was titled "Why You Shouldn't Walk with Niggas in the Mall" or something. It was
Oh
long, like,
man.
It was long.
He was writing it to you or to
It
her?
was writing to her.
So can I ask you a question?
I saw it.
But how's that her fault?
She was her.
She was
fault.
walking
Why
with
would I
you.
gonna stay in that position?
You got that right. He could do
Right.
something.
So have you ever dated black girls?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So why?
Half and
So
half.
okay. So can I? Is
I think
Oh, back up. I think she about to ask something serious here.
like, cause I hear black guys say I date a white girl because she don't run her mouth. So, and you know she's more submissive. Like, why do you? For real, baby.
I'm sorry.
I don't know
Sorry.
Like, why do you prefer a white woman?
I don't prefer anything. I
So
ain't
wherever
everybody
you
decide.
go.
This just
Okay.
happened to be the chick that walked into the bank that day.
Okay.
In
Okay.
the
Good.
grand scheme, I don't have any kind
Preference.
of preconceived
Okay.
notions. I like personalities. I like people.
Good.
That I meet.
Okay.
I like good stories.
So
I
can
like
you tell a
knowing-
difference in a white woman and a black woman?
We talking about in bed?
I mean,
No, talking about like, you know,
I get
you know what she's talking about, like,
With personality wise?
yeah,
culture,
like
like-
culture.
I mean, yes, it's differences for sure. I feel like most of them are kind of more subtle than you would think, though. Like
they're kind of laid back. Kinda,
Okay.
Well, it's like
Versus the black
same
one.
thing. A lot of the struggles and stuff like that we are set up to face all the time from
Right.
birth. They don't have that struggle. They
Okay.
don't have that pressure. And we like the stuff, the picking on, the bullying that you got when you were in school. I got the same thing because I was darker than all the light skinned
Right.
kids. She didn't have to go through stuff like that. They had fun. You know, they were holding hands and singing songs. And shit like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha.
She never been in
Okay.
a fight before. I was like, what? You never been in a fight before? Like,
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So how does that affect your life?
Not at all.
It doesn't, you know. I mean, because I seen the movie. What was it? Dang, I can't remember the movie, but it was. It's a black movie. No, it was a black movie, and the guy worked at the barbecue shop, and in the barbecue shop, the owner was white, but no, the owner was white. The owner was white. His wife was white, but the workers they talked like they were black. So in the movie, it kind of what it made you think about is the one black guy that was teaching them all that African culture was making them experience the pain and the stuff that the Africans had to go through. So the owner of the movie is driving the Escalade, talking about what's up, homie, because he'd been programmed.
I keep
So
that girl educated. We watched This Is Us movie together.
So
We
that's
watched the Night Of movie together, bro.
so you have to put
Juneteenth, I had to
her
put
on.
her on Juneteenth.
Okay,
Everything, bro. Everything.
So do you think
she is immersed in black culture for sure.
Yeah,
I'm showing her all this shit.
do you think it was a process to get her to the point where she can understand some of the things that
I think
you
she
might
still don't
find
understand some of it.
painful, or
I still don't think she understands everything.
has she ever said anything that made you
Oh.
feel uncomfortable,
No.
or made you feel like
Not well. The other thing, like I said, my old lady's like
she
different.
cool? I
She
mean,
like-
I know she's different.
She's
yeah.
like super, super sweet. Like it's ridiculous.
That's
So,
sweet.
She like go out of the way for anybody, anything, no matter what. She.
I'm all for love.
But that's what's up, man. I just wanted to know
That's
if
my
you.
thing. I didn't think I was ever gonna get married. I didn't plan this at all.
Oh, so you're
I
married?
want to say no.
no, he's engaged.
He's engaged, and then after getting engaged, he's gonna have a child.
Never. No, I don't. I'm not having
Yeah, he having a child with a
You
white
don't want
picket
kids?
fence.
No.
I mean,
He gonna have
You
it.
gotta
He-
think about it though.
ain't
He
no
don't
Mike.
cook.
He
He
gonna
don't
have it.
clean. He don't.
Exactly. Do you
You
want to
know,
have a
so-
kid with me? It's just gonna be hard.
You get married to her, so obviously she love you enough to marry you. So
If she
that means
want
a
kids?
child is coming.
I'd rather adopt.
Y'all,
Okay.
she gonna have a
Because there's
child.
a bunch of kids out there who I'd rather give a kid a shot. I feel like people have kids a lot of times because they want to see their lineage move on. They want
Okay,
to raise somebody.
So when
else.
you gonna adopt, what you gonna adopt? Black, white, or y'all just gonna meet in the middle?
mean-
Chinese, I was
Chinese. I'm about to say that too.
Come in like the
Chinese,
Peace Corps
yeah,
every time.
yeah.
Chinese. Okay.
I used to say that all the time, but I'm not gonna say why on camera. That was so rude. But I used to say that all the time since high school.
Oh,
I
man.
always want to adopt like a Japanese or a Chinese, you know.
Okay, so can we ask you
Yeah, ask me
your book?
anything.
Do you mind telling us like one relationship that was like really, really bad? You ain't gotta say everything about it, but just something that if you
Now you can
don't
plead the
mind.
fifth if
Well,
you
because
want
they always
to.
have mad props for people who escape abusive relationships. I don't understand people who stay.
Yeah,
in
I
abusive
can't stand.
relationships.
Well, they say it takes 9
that-
times,
Oh,
right?
that pisses me off, yo. Oh,
I pretty much in all my relationships, I probably had someone to abuse me.
I can't stand
There's
it.
different
So-
types of abuse. People need to understand that too. It's not
Yeah,
just physical.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna say pretty much not the last. You know, just within people, I've been, been abused. And I never understood it because I'm like, why you have to hit on me? But, and then I guess I was just like, well, maybe because, I put up with it, So I hate I did, for so long, through so many different things. But like I said, it just built me to make me stronger than
one
who
thing
I
I've
am
heard
now.
before is that if you tell someone that you've been through that, even if they haven't even abused someone before, that it kind of puts them in a position to think they can get away with it too.
They use that as ammo.
Yeah, so.
It's-
I mean, we were raised different.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
ain't never put my
Myself,
hands
I was
on a
raised
woman.
like, you shouldn't put your hands on a girl.
Yeah.
Someone pushed a girl down. I was in the first grade,
Third
and I
grade.
felt terrible.
So do you think that is true? I know it might be just a saying, but they say like if you're gonna date somebody, like if you're gonna date a guy, look at his dad. If you're gonna date a woman, look at
So what if you don't have? What if they don't have that?
and
You
see,
know.
yeah, that's a.
So what
that's
you
another
going off
thing.
by?
And
You know.
then you walk
I-
into the unknown. If you
Yeah,
ask me. But
and-
sometimes the unknown is not a bad place.
Yeah, and sometimes you are you are who you attract, and I feel like with me, because I didn't know who I was, I attract whatever leashes.
Yeah,
See, that's
They didn't
another
have
thing.
You know?
I think people want to
Right.
be in
I didn't have
relationships
any
a lot.
standards, and so now I'm like, I'm not going through this bullshit.
You
I'm
gotta
like,
be
like,
this. You gotta do this.
know
And
your
if it ain't
worth.
like
Do
this,
what you
yeah,
want.
I'm at my
do
work now. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
like-
putting up because I can do bad by myself, and I
Exactly.
don't think alike. And I just and I wish that I had people back in the days telling me or helping me build what I have now, and I probably wouldn't have went through a lot of the things that I went through. And that's why I tell people, like, people now have mentors. Like I didn't have like
Yeah,
a whole
that's
bunch of that
true.
growing
That's
up.
true.
Mentors and
Like
people
that.
there.
No
Yeah.
anti-bullying.
Yeah, it wasn't none
That's
of
true.
that.
That's
Like,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
like so it's totally different now. Like, and you just have to know your worth in relationship with anybody. I'm talking about not just relationship, friendships too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh, man.
People don't understand it. Like, friendships matter too, and I can honestly say, I got some great people in my circle, that lift me up and keep me encouraged. And I like the fact because they don't judge me. It's a no judge zone. Like, of course, with me, in my relationship I'm in, of course, a lot of people, oh, you gonna go to hell, you do this, but at the end of the day, like, I don't need your approval. I just
Exactly.
need, if
Exactly.
you're gonna support me, you are. If not, deuces. And it took me a long time to get here, and that's why I can honestly say that I'm living life for me finally, not for anybody else. I don't care who it is. If you're not respecting me and respecting what I do in my life and who I am, you're gonna have to go.
There you go.
That's just what it is. I don't care who it is.
That's
you know,
strength that you got to that point too, because some people
Yeah.
used to let those folks hang around and just.
Most
eat off
time
them.
people get their opinion because it's something that they're dealing with in their life.
Yep.
So they got to
Yep.
give their 2 cents on
Yeah.
your life just
just to make them feel
Yeah.
like they above you. No,
Exactly.
no. So what you do is your business. What I do is my business, and keep it trucking. So
Okay.
See, that even when it comes to that, I think people programmed to be in relationships. Like, we all were taught, we need to get married, we need to do this, we need to do that.
And you got to do it by a certain time.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
Even then, when you're younger, in high school, it's like, oh, I want a girlfriend, I want to talk to
Yeah.
this girl, I want to talk to
Yeah.
this girl. So then you like pushing relationships. And
Yeah.
you know,
Then it
like
take,
all
oh,
these people, it's too much,
right.
you know what I
You ain't got no
mean? I think
kids.
that's-
Right.
You got to have a kid. Like, this crazy, man. Like,
But you
Like,
know, a
same
lot of
thing,
that.
You don't know yourself because you're just looking for this person, that person,
Yep.
validation.
Yep.
Third, like,
yeah,
you know,
looking for validation,
But
and a lot of us do that. Look for validation.
Genetically, we also have that natural desire too. So when you add it with influence, it's a mess. Because we not only do we have a natural desire, I mean natural attraction, everybody attract, but then when you add influence on top of that, that's when you create that, wide open. Well, y'all, I think we done ran past our time, man. It was a good show. We
like
appreciate you coming on, Miss Shannon.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me.
Yep. We're gonna give a $25 cash out to one of the people who purchased this book, and also on top of that, I think we need to give away a T-shirt.
Oh, my book
I
is
think we need to give away a
$19.99. You
black-
didn't tell how much
Get
my
a
book
book.
was.
Oh,
The books are $19.99. You can hit me up. Oh, I want to get my email. You can hit me up. Email. I am on Facebook, Shannon Richards, and also my email address is Nicole NicoleSR1984 @gmail.com. You can also cash out me. I'm pretty sure we'll put this information up. But $19.99. Purchase my book, you guys. Thank you.
So you're getting a free book. One of the people who buy it, and $5. So you can't beat that, can you?
I know, right?
And a T-shirt. We're gonna pick 2 different sharers. If you share this video, you purchase a book, you win cash. If you share the video, we're gonna pick a share, and we're gonna send you a Black South T-shirt.
I need a Black South T-shirt.
But we appreciate y'all for coming through. Support us on YouTube. We got our website. It's almost finished, I hope. Yeah, I mean, we've been working on it for a while, I hope.
Sounds like somebody who's not actually doing any work.
I hope. I'm looking at producer just smiling back there, cheesing too, boy. But other than that, we really appreciate you for watching. We out.
Peace. I know Lee just sit back there